All right, we're live. What's good, Washington fans? Got my elite channel members with me tonight. I got my man's Warpath, Oscar Josue Montel, my man's Kenny DMV, and the OG DC Bay. Make sure you guys check out the links down below in the channel. How you guys doing tonight?
Doing blessed, sir.
Good.
Yes, sir. I'm gonna shout some people out in the chat real quick. You guys are funny. Yusuf said first. James Panda said second. Charles Jones III said third. You guys are funny when you guys do that first stuff on every video. Shout out to Travis Davis. Shout out Kid Ecstasy. Shout out Caden Low. King Sean, what's up, man? Big boy diehard fan Walker. Shout out to him. He's a channel member. So if you guys want to get on here with me, you just sign up for the elite channel membership. And we talk once a month about Washington football. So today was day one of OTAs. So we got a lot to talk about. So my first question for you guys is, what was your reaction to the releasing of Morgan Moses? So we're just going to catch up on this show. So, of course, we're going to talk about OTAs today, which was very, very interesting. Then we're going to talk about the Washington moves that we made. The last time we were on here, we did a mock draft. DC Bay traded up for Trey Lance. Didn't work out that way. It would have been nice if it could have happened that way. You know, a lot of people wanted a quarterback. Some people didn't. But we got to catch up on some free agency moves and, of course, releasing Morgan Moses and Jaron Christian. So I'm going to start off with that question to catch up. What was you guys' reaction to releasing Morgan Moses? And did you think it was a good or bad move? DC Bay, I'm going to start off with you.
Well, you know, I didn't like it, man. Ed, it was tough, man. I'm still dealing with that because, you know, why fix something that isn't broke? But they know more than what we know, man. And I know that the report said that the man didn't ask for a trade. He didn't ask for an extension. He had 2 years left on his contract. So I'm going to trust this process. Although I don't like it, I'm going to trust it.
Yes, sir. How was your Warpath?
You know, I thought he had played his best ball last season, and you know, we didn't see the twitchiness of Morgan Moses like when he played San Francisco and he was just sitting there and the whole team was in motion. A guy who 96 consecutive starts, I think, for this team, spanning from his second year to last season, and you know, he was hurt, but the guy showed up. I mean, Brandon Sheriff, he breaks his pinky toe or tears a fingernail, he's out for a month. Morgan Moses, he's got grown man injuries going out there, and he's fighting and battling every day. And, you know, he put out he has all-pro appearance, but, you know, he didn't get the award for that. And you got to think, he was probably the best offensive lineman last year. Who was that left tackle that we watched in the replay of the Dallas Cowboys beat up on Thanksgiving? I think it was Morgan Moses because Cornelius Lucas couldn't go on that game. So, you know, it's unfortunate, but kind of yielding to my elders in this one. Like the wise sage said, you know, we're going to trust the process here. And Ron, we trust. We got to say that with our full hearts and mind on that.
Yeah. Right. How about you, Oscar?
I mean, I was just surprised that they let go of what Warpath said in Iron Man. In my words, you know, he was solid at right tackle and left tackle. You know, right tackle was his main position, but last year when they switched him over to left tackle for a couple games, he was solid there too. You know, it kind of, you know, I was like, huh. You know, when the first reports came out saying that he wanted a trade, I was like, okay, don't let him go, because you know Samuel Cosme, you know, is a rookie, and he from what I heard from reports, he needs, you know, some seasoning. He needs to learn, you know, the system. But you know, they let him go, and I'm like, okay, so Samuel Cosme is really wowing. So it, as much as it hurts, it's time to bring in the new, is what Ron Rivera's thinking now.
Yeah, he wanted to get younger. He said at Carolina the team got old, so I understand the move. How about you, Kenny?
I'm like up and down. I feel like basically by releasing Morgan Moses, Ron believes that he has his replacement already, and I do trust Ron. Every move that they made, we don't see it right away, but all of a sudden, aha. So you know what I mean? I remember when he said that. So you know, Big ups to Morgan Moses. We appreciate you, dog. We're getting younger. We're probably getting better. You just don't know. So right now. I'm just like I'm wait and see thing.
Right. Yeah. My initial reaction, I didn't like the move at all. I didn't agree with the move, but I understand it. He let go of Adrian Peterson last year. I didn't like that move either. And then next year, Antonio Gibson was really good for us. Moses, he had some bad years and he had some good years. I mean, we remember when his controller froze, like you said, Warpath against the Niners. There goes the cat. I see you, Warpath. We remember when Moses, his controller froze against the Niners, the holding penalties, talking to the radio every morning after a loss. But Moses was pretty solid for us. And Cosme, he's got to step up. So I personally, I thought I heard the death, but I'm going to just trust in Ron and trust in the process. So we're getting younger. Moses was 30. His contract wasn't that bad either, but we got some guys that can definitely step up for the Washington football team. So my next question is regarding the OTAs today. So we saw the quarterback snaps, and Ryan Fitzpatrick was the starter, but Taylor Heineke was the second guy behind Fitzpatrick, and then Kyle Allen was the third guy. Just wanted to see what you guys thought about that. I know it's OTA, so it's not that big of a deal. Things can definitely change. It's only May, so we'll see who starts week one. It probably will be Fitzpatrick, but just want to get you guys' thought on that. And who do you think, if Fitzpatrick is the starter, who would you rather have as the number 2 guy, Heineke? Or do you think possibly Heineke and Kyle Allen could possibly beat out Fitzmagic in a real competition in DC Bay? I'll let you go first.
I can tell you one thing, man. What I've heard and what I've seen from the footage, Taylor Heineke, man, he's really getting himself prepared to get in position just in case. If the situation happened last year, he will be ready to start. If he gets in the preseason and he's doing what he picks up from where he was in the playoffs, it's going to be tough for Ryan Fitzpatrick to keep him off his back. And it's going to be hard for Ron to just say, well, I'm going to have to sit this guy behind him. I truly believe if it does go down, it will be Fitzpatrick and it'll be Taylor Heineke, number 2. I don't believe that the Kyle Allen is really a thought right now. I don't. He doesn't seem to throw the ball the way they do. And as much as they say he's comfortable with that system, it doesn't look like he's more comfortable than they are. Just my opinion.
Yeah, I think he's the Colt McCoy of the team. I think he's the guy that Ron Rivera really likes, kind of like Jay Gruden with Colt McCoy. What do you think, Kenny? Kenny, you there?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry, man. I ain't hear you. So I'm really, really pulling for Heineke. You know what I mean? I'm hoping that when we get to the preseason, he go out there and just throws like 4 touchdowns, 400 yards. That way, Ron has no choice but to be like, you know what? I know we went and grabbed Fitzpatrick, but this guy, he's extending plays. He's doing this. He's checking the ball down. He's throwing deep. He's taking off and running. I know what Fitzpatrick is. I don't know what Heineke is. He could be something special. I want something special. The city wants something special. Yeah. DMP wants something special. Kyle Allen, yeah, whatever. That's how I feel.
Yeah, I'm with you. I think Heineke provided a spark. It was only 1.5 games, but he had some electric games. The diving. I mean, the man's got his own T-shirt already. It was a loss, but he's got his own T-shirt. How do you feel about that, Oscar?
I honestly feel like Ryan Fitzpatrick's gonna somehow, some way lose the starting job. I think, because he's an older guy. He's not mobile. He's 39 years old, and Taylor Heineke, fits Ron Rivera's team perfectly. Kyle Allen, he may be familiar with the system, but I think he's gonna be the third string guy. If anything were to happen to Taylor Heineke or Ryan Fitzpatrick. But I honestly think that, Ryan Fitzpatrick somehow, some way is going to lose the starting job and Taylor Heineke is going to start.
That definitely could happen. I mean, Ryan Fitzpatrick, we haven't really seen him finish the season in a long time. I think the Jets was the last time he's played a full season. How about you, Warpath?
So I'm probably gonna go off and on a tangent here. So stop me. What drugs is everybody on? Like honestly, what crack pipes are we smoking? We are comparing Ryan Fitzpatrick to Taylor Heineke to Kyle Allen. What is wrong with us? Like, do y'all like understand like what we are sitting here debating? We're like I said on my show yesterday. I said it's like watching Pulp Fiction. I know what he is. I know what Ryan Fitzpatrick is. We see Marvin get shot in the head every single time. Why did Marvin get shot in the head? We don't know. The gun went off in the back. It's the same thing with Taylor Heineke. Y'all, why the man's been in the league since what 2015, right? Why has he not flown on anybody's radar since then? I'll wait. But at the end of the day, you question it. I think we're going to see Fitzpatrick. I think we're going to see Heineke. I think we might even see Kyle Allen. Because at the end of the day, these guys aren't it. They're not going to win you something. And I don't know if the offensive weapons that we have, I still doubt the capabilities of the quarterbacks. Everything that they've added, that's the biggest question mark. And I just don't know. I don't think it's enough. And I think that is going to be the biggest bugaboo in the middle of the season. We're going to sit here and we're going to be like, damn, if we just had a guy who could just come in here and corral it and just be a functional quarterback, not a journeyman, not an injury-prone quarterback, we may have won a couple more games. But, it is what it is because the defense showed you against Tampa that sometimes they're going to need a day where they're going to lapse, and we're going to need somebody put up 30 points on them. So.
Oh, my man.
Yeah, no. Go ahead, OG.
Hey, Corey.
Yo.
What film tape did you have on Logan Thomas before he came here?
That's fact. You're right. You're absolutely right.
All I'm saying is, sir,
you're right.
You can get into a changed atmosphere with a controlled environment with a good system that fit you, and it'll work, sir. That's all I'm saying.
So you're talking about Fitzpatrick, right?
Fitzpatrick, Tyler Heineke.
Okay.
I mean, look, even the cat that we picked up today. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Right.
Like Kenny said, so far that stuff we've been questioning it, but then once it started going, it started looking good. I'm like, wow, I see now. I'm just saying, sir.
Oh no, I know I get you, and I respect that. But like I said, the guy's been 9 places in how many years, and then you mean to tell me you haven't caught on to anywhere that makes you feel comfortable and you can start a whole season or
start the Kardashians, sir? What can you say?
Yeah, and we seen that. We seen Bruce turn into a woman. We seen homeboy. We done seen homeboy. What's his name? Lamar Odom. Then lost even more of his mind, and then Reggie Bush had to sell his Super Bowl rings. So, but you know what I'm saying though. I just like. I want to believe, and that's the thing. I'm in the X-Files thing. I want to believe, but I've seen too many of these guys come here, and I feel like it's the ultimate case of Ashburn syndrome. It really is. But I'm hoping I'm wrong.
Now, it could end up as a Rex Grossman, John Beck kind of situation, or a Case Keenum type situation.
Exactly.
That's what I'm hoping it won't be.
That's what I'm thinking.
To vouch for Fitzmagic, which I'm not standing on the table vouching for Fitzmagic because we already know what he is. Last year he was 4-3 as the starter. Last year we did see him get his face mask pulled around. He almost had like an and 1-3. It was like an and 1 3-quarter base. He had a face mask and threw the first down against the Raiders. So that was clutch. Never should have gotten benched for Tua, in my opinion, as we saw Tua struggle. Fitzmagic played pretty well, and then the year before that he beat Tom Brady in New England. So, and he is an NFC East killer. He killed the Eagles a couple times. So those are the ways I can really vouch for Fitzmagic. But we kind of know he'll have 2 or 3 good games. He's Dr. Jekyll, Mr. Hyde, and then he'll act like he's never thrown a football before in his life. John Pardon, he's a channel member. Shout out to him. He says Fitzmagic is the starter. Easy. Shout out to big boy diehard fan Walker. He's a channel member as well. He says, how many Fitzmagic jerseys have been sold? I've never seen somebody wear a Fitzmagic jersey personally online or anywhere, but it will be interesting to see somebody buy a Washington football team Fitzmagic jersey. That would be interesting. Shout out to PIMP. I like your name, man. Shout out to PIMP. Shout out to him. He says, hail to the W, man. Thank you for the donation. Thank you for another donation from PIMP. He says Warpath is speaking facts. Shout out to him for that. So my next question is tailored towards OTAs again. So we heard that Troy Apke has been playing at corner. He was a safety. He was free safety last year primarily. He started at free safety, didn't work out. He did run a 4.40, one of the fastest guys that, Deion Sanders said that guy is fast in his 40-yard dash, if you do remember that. So what is this, his fourth year in the league? He was a former fourth-round pick. Jack Del Rio and Ron Rivera, they see something in this guy. They're trying to transition him into the corner spot. He was a good special teams player. And if you did not forget, he did make a game-saving touchdown against Dallas in that first game while he was on special teams. I am hyping the guy up. I think we all know he's probably going to be released. I just want to get you guys' thoughts on that transition to corner. If you didn't know, De'Ami Brown toasted Troy Apke already in practice for a 50-yard bomb while he was at corner. So, BC Bay, I want to let you go first. What do you think about this transition to cornerback? Do you think he can possibly make the roster at corner? And I'll let you go first.
I'm gonna be honest. I think the best job for him in the franchise is probably being a flat guy. He is real fast. He can run up and down the sidelines. That's about it, man. What De'Ami did to him today, man, was living proof, man. This guy, at best, is just somebody that can just run. And when he hit him with the move, man, it was like it's over with. You can't keep this guy on the field, man. I know what he did against Cincinnati. He helped Chase Young put Joe Burrow on. He knocked him senseless. But at the end of the day, man, a broke clock is twice. Is right twice a day. So I don't see no future with this guy but being a flag guy. Or he can come and get on the show with us, man, and run around and chase Corey Cat. I don't know, man.
How about you, Kitty?
He on his last leg. They moving him all around. They trying to find a spot for him. It's because he on his last leg. So they getting desperate. Like, all right, we don't want to cut this guy. Let's see if he works here. Let's see if he works here. He doesn't work anywhere but special teams. The only time he is good is on special teams. You make him put him in on the third down, blitz the safety situation, straight line drive, speed. You know what I mean? You can't do nothing else with him. He takes bad angles. He don't know how to. He's just a straight line, how Robert Griffin was, just a straight line runner, world-class sprinter. No agility at all. Will fall for any type of fake. But he's probably a workout warrior. He's that guy in the gym, that make all the shots warming up. But as soon as them lights cut on, bro, wide open layup, miss. Getting torched by De'Ami Brown, a rookie. Wow. Bro, we don't need him. He's probably going to get cut. Like I said, they just desperate.
That's facts. I basically agree with everything you said there. I mean, this is his last leg. This is his last chance. I do want to see him in preseason. If he makes it that far, there's not a lot of point in cutting him right now because he doesn't really release a lot of cap space or bring a lot of cap space. So we'll see what happens. How about you, Oscar? What do you think about Apke moving the corner?
I think he's done. I think, they're just doing it to see if he fits in that corner. But if he got hurt today during OTAs at corner, that means he just sucks. I think he's done after preseason. Maybe.
All right, I'm with you. How about you, Warpath?
Get that man out of here. Free that safety. Let him go. This dude is straight up dog dookie. I mean, who cares about the speed right at the end of the day? If you can't do anything with it and you're just going to be on the burn victim list, if this is SVU or something, just go ahead, go cut your losses, because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter if he's going to save money on the cap. He is a warm body that is filling a spot that could be put in there for somebody else. Because we keep on talking about competition and bringing in competition to this team. Why is he there if he's always a liability? You got rid of on offense. You got rid of Morgan Moses. You said bye to him. Who's more valuable, Troy Apke, Morgan Moses? I'm just saying, like, I mean, they're mutually exclusive, but at the end of the day, he's not doing it. He's not doing anything. He just go on. Let's move on with it and bring somebody else in there. Maybe he can try out for tight end, and we'll have 9 tight ends there. Gain some weight. Use that speed. I don't know.
Yeah, that would offer position flex if he could play corner and tight end.
Jason Sehorn.
Yeah, Jason Sehorn. We have not seen a white corner in a very long time, so that would be interesting. Jason Sehorn. Yeah, but I'm wishing Troy the best. I do want to see him in preseason how this goes, because we've converted a lot of guys. Eric Flowers, the guard, he looked like he was a bust. We revived his career, so maybe it could happen with Troy Apke. Shout out to ProTech, man. Thank you for the donation. He says Troy Apke is trash with the trash can emoji. LOL. Make sure you guys sub up ProTech, man. He is a really, really good Washington football YouTuber. I think he's almost at 2,000 subscribers as well. So make sure you guys check him out. Tone Redskins, Washington football fan ho. Shout out to him. He said it's time to let Troy Apke go. I want him gone. I think a lot of people agree with you on that statement. Shout out to Abel Ambrosio. He's a channel member as well. If you want to become a channel member, the link is down below. Also, if you want to get a t-shirt, the link's down below. Shout out to Oscar. He has the shirt on as well. Man's Warpath has the DC hat on. Shout out to the Wizards, man. We're down 1-0, but we're gonna bounce back. We need Russ to hit a shot. We need Scotty Brooks to coach this team up. I don't know if that will ever happen, but I'm trying to believe in Scott Brooks a little bit. Abel Ambrosio says, what's your thoughts on the signing of Ricky Seals-Jones? That was actually going to be my next question. I did want to ask about the tight end question as well, so that ties into a question about this position group. If you guys didn't know, we did sign Ricky Seals-Jones. Played for the Chiefs, played for the Cardinals, played with Blaine Gabbert, played with Carson Palmer as quarterback, played with Baker Mayfield as quarterback. He was a wide receiver out of Texas A&M. He's like 6'5", 245 pounds, used to be a wide receiver, converted to a tight end. So the tight end room is very crowded. It's very interesting. The only guy that really stands out to me is Logan Thomas. And then after that, we have a bunch of guys. John Bates, we just drafted him. So, OG, I just want to get your thoughts on the tight end room. Who do you think is going to make the roster? And how do you feel about Ricky Seals-Jones? Did you get to watch some highlights really quickly of him today?
I didn't get opportunity to watch any highlights of Ricky Seals.
And what do you think about Sammy Reyes, too? Sorry about that.
I truly believe that this is probably like the most fun we have actually had with tight ends in such a long time. I think this is beautiful for the team. I like John Bates. He can block, and he got excellent hands. Logan Thomas, he can block. Things that we need to help to provide a good run game, especially when we do those misdirection plays or we are doing some of those reverses. Because I think Elroy Jessen said that he's going to be doing a lot of trick plays this year. So I think those type of guys are going to fit this system. I don't know about Sammy Reyes. I think he is going to be the future, probably like maybe 2 years if he finally gets it. He's getting better. I heard he almost got tore off the frame, but he did make the catch because it was in a live game. They said it could have ended very, very ugly. But other than that, man, I like this tight end room. I think it's got potential. We don't need fast ones like with Jason Witten. All we need is somebody that can get open and block. Literally, we can do all the other stuff. You see all the speed we got on the team, and I like it. I really do. I like it. Who I think will make the team? I know it's going to be Logan. I know it's going to be John. I think Sammy Reyes, if he doesn't get any better, if he doesn't improve, he will be on either a practice. If there is a such thing as a protected practice squad, and then probably the dude Seals will probably make the team. That's my opinion from what I'm hearing right now, but we don't know until the preseason games kick off.
Okay. You think any of these guys are going to be better than Jeremy Sprinkle?
Well, we're going to find out because he actually still works for us. He plays for the Cowturds.
How is you, Kenny? How do you feel about this tight end room other than Logan?
Well, Logan is Logan, number one. You got John Bates. We just drafted him, so he's going to be on the team. Like Bay was saying, that really good blocker, good pass catcher, good hands, so he's going to be on the team. I did watch a few highlights of Ricky Seals. I think I seen Baker Mayfield toss him a couple, what I mean? Big target, so he's probably going to be on the team. Didn't he get a deal? Didn't he get signed for a year already? He's probably going to be on the team. As for the other guys, I don't know. We have to wait to the preseason to actually see. I mean, I don't even think I've seen highlights of Sammy Reyes other than on the basketball court.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't see no football highlights, so I don't know. But I'm a big fan of throw him out there and let's see what he got.
Yeah, it's. I think Sam East is the wild card. I think he ends up on the practice squad. But if he can develop in a year or two, he would be a good tight end for us. How about you, Oscar?
It's a tough call because last year our tight end room was very weak. But if you look at the common denominator in all this, Ron Rivera loved Logan Thomas, brought him in, got the start. Loved Samus Reyes so much that instead of Samus Reyes going to the draft, he brought him in on the International Pathways program. And then, of course, they drafted Bates. And I think Samus Reyes does have something to prove. So I think he's the guy that's going to be outside looking in. I do think that Julio Jones will be the tight end number 3. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yeah, I think Seals Jones will be the tight end number 3. I think he's really talented. I think he's going to definitely help this wide receiver core. You watch the highlights; he looks like he has good hands, and he moves like a wide receiver. How about you, Warpath?
Yeah, I think Logan and John, they make it all. I think they make it clear cut. And then with Reyes, I think where he is in that international pathway program, I think if they move him, I think they have like an exclusive tag to him where he doesn't necessarily have to play, and he doesn't count against the roster either. So I think they did that with David Bada too last year. And then I think Ricky Seals Jones kind of what everybody has alluded to. This guy's good in the red zone. He had 4 of his 8 touchdowns for a career have been inside the 11. None of them have been outside of the 30, I don't believe, maybe 31, 35 at that point. But so the guy is good when you're getting into the green zone, getting close to the red zone and in the red zone. This is something that we haven't had with Bay's buddy, Jeremy Sprinkle. We see him drop anything. So I like that where this tight end room is going. You got a lot of dudes in there. Maybe Troy Apke, like I said, can come on over to the upper room and have a good time, and maybe he can be a tight end too. So I mean, like I said before, we've got more tight ends than the HBO special right now. So I'm looking forward to seeing it, but I think that we've got Logan, John Bates, who I think could be the next George Kittle as a ceiling, and then also you've got, I think Reyes will be somewhere in there, and then Ricky Seals Jones will be our third guy.
Right. Definitely. I think I agree with you on that. And I forgot to ask about Ryan Kerrigan. I guess, we'll ask about that. We got to catch up on that because that didn't happen last month. I know everybody has their thoughts on that. Kenny, I'll let you go first. I mean, Ryan Kerrigan, he put up the thing on Instagram saying, thank you for my time in DC. And then next thing you know, he signs with the nasty throw up green team. So how did you feel about that, Kenny?
First of all, I'm happy for Ryan. I'm not happy that he went to the NFC, but the man got a family and business is business. But at the end of the day, bro, you're not better than Chase Young. You're not better than Montez Sweat. I mean, I'm sorry, we couldn't pay you. We couldn't keep you. It's like no space for you. Those guys are better than you and cheaper than you and younger than you. But other than that, I did like what he did for us. I have nothing bad to say about him. Good luck, just not when we play him 2 times a year. That's it.
Right. Were you upset that Ron didn't try to bring Ryan back? Because if you look at the contract, he got a 1-year, $1.5 million deal with the Eagles.
He's probably going to be starting with the Eagles. I know Ryan Kerrigan, he alluded that, they didn't say that and I'm guaranteed to start. Yeah, that's tongue in cheek, bro. I'm sure they pulled you in that room and like, look, you gonna get some burn in here, bro. We need you. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, okay, where do I sign? I really want to stick it to the Washington football team. I'll sign it. By golly, you know what I mean? So he can miss me with all that stuff he's saying. I don't know, and all. I heard what he said. We got you, Ryan.
Right, he said what he said. We got to send your boy Logan Thomas after him. You know what he did in that Lions game,
right?
When he knocked Ryan Kerrigan out. How about you?
Right.
How about you, OG?
Man, I'm happy for Ryan Kerrigan, man. I'm finally feeling better about our front office by allowing these players to go ahead and go while they still got something left in the tank. I think, with the compensatory pick we're going to get for him and Morgan Moses, and we will get one for Troy Apke probably from Sonic. And, I think him going to the Smeagol's is going to teach him a vicious lesson. Don't you ever cross family. What we're going to do to them the last 2 games of the season, they're going to suffer greatly. You made a business decision and you made a bad decision. I love you, Ryan. You are my man. But you're going to feel it, every bit of it. That arrow is going in your ass.
I like it. I like the energy, man. I like it. Ryan, good luck to Ryan going 4-13 next year in Philly. Good luck to him. How about you, Oscar?
Oh my God.
I just find it interesting that he actually, signed with the Eagles. A lot of analysts are saying that the Eagles are a rebuilding project. Does it suck that, and it also sucks that he, decides to go to an NFC East foe, but I think that he lost out on an opportunity. Washington, unfortunately, most of his time spent here weren't in playoff and in mode. So, he's probably going to be, I don't know what he was thinking with signing with the Eagles. I don't think that the Eagles are going to be a playoff team. Wish him nothing but the best, but wrong decision on his part, in my opinion, especially if Washington's offensive line is going to be smacking him. And he's going to be frustrated by it. He's like, man, I'm not going to be able to stick it to these guys.
Right. I actually thinking about it more now, I think he probably is trying to get back at us. I thought it was just a business move. It is a business move, but I think he is trying to get back at us now. How about you, Warpath?
Didn't somebody come on here a few months ago and say this man didn't want to win? Like he didn't care about not winning. He just wanted to play when he was up there with the Bengals. I said that. But anyway, I don't care. I could care less. We're gonna slap you in the mouth. We'll slap the taste out of your mouth. You be twitching like your head coach in his press conference. And I didn't know. See, this is how you know. Like, I didn't know white folks had their version of Get Out. Did you see Ryan Kerrigan in that Eagles unit? He's like, hi, Eagles Nation. Like, I'm here for you and everything. Like, that's what it was. It was like a version of Get Out because he knows he doesn't want to be there. Somebody's just going to, he's been lobotomized and he's going to be torturized by Washington when we come up there. Like, somebody's going to hit him in the mouth. And, it is what it is. I have no ill will against him because 2 of my favorite Redskins of all time, Art Monk and Brian Mitchell, were Eagles. So we're gonna hate on those guys. According to what a lot of people are saying, not saying we're saying this, but a lot of people are like, oh, I hate them. So you hate Art Monk and you hate Brian Mitchell. Okay, I'm done. You get over it. He's trying to make money and he wants to play, which he may start, he may not start. Who knows?
Yeah, he probably is coming off the bench, but he's going to get a lot more playing time than he would here. He would be riding the pine if he was here. Probably he barely got snaps as it is. He did a good job. He had 5.5 sacks, which is really, really good. But the playing time was definitely very low for him. So, but I see a lot of people asking about the quarterback situation right now. So I guess I'll ask you guys. Let's quickly just go over Aaron Rodgers. We got to talk about that. Did not show up to OTAs. Did an interview last night with Kenny Mayne. So he has no ill will towards Jordan Love and all kinds of stuff. But Aaron Rodgers, if he doesn't, he will cut you off. This man hasn't talked to his family in years, from what I heard. So when things get ugly with Aaron Rodgers, things can get ugly. So it's not a saga that's done yet. So would you guys make a trade for Aaron Rodgers? I see some people asking about Deshaun Watson too. So I guess you guys can answer about Deshaun Watson or Aaron Rodgers. Or would you wait for next year if Aaron Rodgers does stay with the Packers? Would you wait for next season to try to make that move for Aaron Rodgers? Or what would you give up? What would be too much for Aaron Rodgers? Because we know the proposed trade was 2 firsts, 2 seconds, Matt Ioannidis, I think. Or there was another one that proposed like 2 firsts, 2 seconds. And I want to say Montez Sweat, if I'm not mistaken. And I think they threw in Terry McLaurin too. So, Kenny, I'll let you go first. What would be too much? Would you even entertain a move for Aaron Rodgers?
The price would have to be right. 2 firsts. That's it. You ain't getting nobody else. Like, bro, you old. Like, nah, I don't care how good you is. You could get hurt, and then we in the hole for the whole year. You know what I mean? So we didn't wasted the whole year. Just like how Alex Smith, he got hurt, and then we still had to pay him all this money. So I don't think Ron and them is wired like that. See, I like the way they think. It's like they think 5 years down the line. You know what I mean? Every move that they make is loaded and calculated, and I'm starting to see that. You know what I mean? So I don't think that they will go after somebody like Aaron Rodgers now unless the price was right. And as far as Deshaun Watson, bro, he fighting some cases. He need to get a good lawyer. You know what I mean? I would stay away from him. Very talented, but this was like 20 people, bro. One of those people got to be telling the truth. Something's going on there where smoke is fire.
Yeah, Aaron Rodgers, I personally, I would give up a lot to get him. I'm not going to lie. I think because we've just been starving to get past that first round. And then Deshaun, if Antonio Brown got off and Robert Kraft got off and Jerry Jones got off, I think. No, you're right. You're right too. But I got a feeling. I know Johnny Cochran's not his lawyer, but I do got a feeling he's gonna get off some way, somehow. How about you, Warpath?
And you can't set me up like that, man. You're gonna get into trouble. You're gonna get in trouble because I remember what we was talking about last week.
I know I had to word it right. I didn't
you did it again to me, but I ain't gonna touch it. I'm not gonna mess with it. I'm not Deshaun Watson. I'm not gonna touch it. Either way, Aaron Rodgers. Yeah, I mean, I think I think those 3 first-round picks might be a little too much. I'd be willing to maybe part with 2 1s in a 2 at the most. Yeah. I'm not giving up no players. And at the grand scheme of this, we got to realize what we are willing to give up might not be what the Packers want, and that's where you got to play hardball with these guys, right? I don't, it's Aaron Rodgers, man. I don't care if he's a jerk. I don't want him to be a superhero to my kids. I want him to win Super Bowls. That's all I want. I want him to get us in position to take us to places we've never been in ages. I mean, Bay had dark hair the last time we was winning. So, it's just, that's what I'm looking for. Can we get somebody like Aaron Rodgers up in? And going back to Kenny's point about Deshaun Watson, Lord have mercy. I swear they need to get like the best lawyer for this guy who can get who can get all. I don't know who's the last person that got off on Big Charles. Mark Gastineau or whatever, the guy who got Michael Jackson off that time. That's exactly who we need. And then you can send him the glitter and the moonwalk all the way up Houston. We got a problem up to DC. Come on, get us off of there. But either which way, I would entertain it, man. I really would. I would entertain it, but I have my price, and I'm not giving up my blue chip players like Terry or Montez or who's that. I wouldn't give up Ioannidis either for that. So. Yeah, it is what it is, though. I give them a Brandon Sheriff, though. If they want a guard, they can take him.
Yeah, I would hate to give up Matt Ioannidis, but I think I would have to throw him in the deal because you still have Tim Settle, you still got Deron, you still got John. I would hate to throw Matty Ice in the deal.
Yeah.
but to get A-Rod, it's something you got to definitely think about. How about you, Oscar?
I wouldn't entertain the idea for any of them. Aaron Rodgers, I've said a couple of times in my videos on my channel, the choker. And that's he will, he's going to be able to get us past the wild card round, yeah, but he won't take Washington to a Super Bowl. First off, second off, he's old and his contract is just way too much. We barely. We had to wait for Alex Smith to finish off this past year to make, a good enough deal to cut him. So, the contract is way too much. Deshaun Watson is just too much baggage. And fortunately, Ron Rivera, he's not even going to entertain that. If he's not disciplined, he's not even, going to come here. So, the way that I see it with Deshaun Watson. If he's not disciplined, he is not coming here, especially with Ron Rivera, steering the ship.
Yeah, there is some concerns with discount double check off of the field. There are some concerns. Like I said, he is very stubborn, and he does have the Jeopardy thing going on. But he would definitely. I think we would be a Super Bowl contender with discount double check with our defense if we can keep Montez and Chase and Matty Ice. We can. I feel like we definitely can, because the NFC East would be a cakewalk. He'd be better than Dak, Danny Fumbles. Who else? Jalen Hurts, Joe Flacco. He'd be way better than all them guys. So the NFC East would be a cakewalk. It would probably. I know Shamar. I see you in the chat. We would sweep the Giants easily. How about you, OG?
Man, I don't know what y'all talking about, man. Look, this is my personal belief. I believe that Deshaun Watson wants to get up out of there so bad that he built this case up against himself so that he can get up out of it. Because remember, there aren't any charges yet. I mean, all they're doing is just talking. Ain't no look, they're just talking. The Smeagol's are involved with trying to get this guy. I don't want them to get him. And if I can get myself on A-Rod, the highest I'm going is 3 first rounds. Now, if you want to go ahead and say, okay, 2 first, a second, and Brandon Scherf, you got him. Man, Aaron Rodgers put us in the Super Bowl. And what I mean, he puts us in the Super Bowl, we don't need him to win all the games. Remember, we got a steady run game, and we got a defense that's going to get the ball back. Just think if we getting the ball back for that offense with him twice a game. We're not kicking no field goals. We're going for the kill shot. You're not going to see Terry running down the field with his hand up in the air and Alex Smith throwing to one of the running backs or anything like that, or what's his name, Haskins. He's seeing wide open. He tries to scramble and throw the ball out of bounds. No. That man going for the kill shot. You got Curtis Samuel running down the road. You got Dehami Brown or Antonio Golden Gandy. Any of them running down the road, man, you can go ahead and do just like this. Throw him up in the air. I'm telling you, man, we get that dude. You think that old dude, what's his name? Tom Brady did something for the Bucks. Remember, their defense ain't come along until towards the middle of the year. And when they started clicking, See, once you start beating people real good, you get arrogant and your swag get there. Then you see Chase Young and Montez start really going at them. Then you see Jamin Davis start really body checking anybody that come across that middle. Then you see William Jackson III house one for a second. Look, man, all I'm telling you is if Aaron Rodgers get loose in the nation's capital, you ain't got to worry about no discount double check. I'm guarantee you, if he's there for 4 years, we're getting 2 rings. And for the Cowturns to say, oh, well, we got 5 rings. Most of their fan base ain't even seen him win 1. So I don't care nothing about him. But if we get him, you can go ahead and stick a fork in it. It is a done deal. Arrogance with wisdom is a lethal injection. Ah! Woo!
I'm about to run through a wall.
Remember, hey, OG called in the team name. He was like, hey, trade for Aaron Rodgers, and just hung up. That's all you got to say.
That was the headset. Broke down again.
That's all you gotta say is Aaron Rodgers. If we get Aaron Rodgers, man, I'm telling you, we would dominate the NFC. It would be six wins and six wins all the NFC East already, easily. And then we would be the Packers because they would have Jordan Love. So that's 7 wins right there. Aaron Rodgers owns the Cowboys. I don't think he's ever lost to Dallas. We remember the no catch game with Dez Bryant where he was crying. I remember they were 13-3 with Dak and with Zeke in their rookie year. Everybody thought they was going to go to the Super Bowl. Next thing you know, Aaron Rodgers cancels Christmas in Jerry World. I just don't think he knows how to lose to the Cowboys. I mean, he would be that black cat for the Cowboys. So I would love Aaron Rodgers in DC. It would take a lot to give him. There is some stubbornness with him. I know he's 38. I get it. But that man would be the best quarterback we probably had since what? Sonny Jurgensen, Sammy Ball, guys like that.
Mm-hmm.
No disrespect to Doug Williams, no disrespect to Joe Theismann, but it's just what it is. And Mark Ripien. Shout out to Reggie Rez, man. Shout out to him. He's a channel member here. Says, my Washington family, keep up the good work. Shout out to Reggie Rez. That's my guy, man. We definitely got to link up, man. We definitely got to link up for the first game of the season. We do play the LA Chargers. Shout out to Big Simple. That's my guy as well. He's a channel member. He says, we lit. Make sure you guys sub him up. That's my guy. Also, so next question is Julio Jones. This is another guy on the trade block. I know this probably will not happen. I think this probably has like a 0.2% chance of happening. But if they were willing to take 2 third-round picks or even just a second-round pick, would you try to call them and see what's going on? Would you inquire about making a move for Julio Jones? If you do add him to this wide receiver core, which I already like, I think this wide receiver core is 10 times better than last year's wide receiver core with Dontrell Inman and Isaiah Wright and Cody Latimer being signed, guys like that. What's your thoughts on this, Kenny? Would you even entertain trying to get Julio Jones? And if we did get him, how do you think he would affect the roster? Would he take away snaps from guys who you think need more snaps in the money situation as well? And how much better do you think Julio would make this roster? Or do you think it would be the same? It would be kind of like a good move, but it wouldn't really bring more wins to the roster. And what's your thoughts on that, Kenny?
It would be an awesome move. However, the quarterback situation. I still remember when Ryan Fitzpatrick had all of those dogs in Tampa Bay. You know what I mean? The Chris Godwins, the Mike Evans, the 2 tight ends.
Mm-hmm.
You can have all of that, but you need somebody that's going to get you the ball, bro. You know what I mean? Julio Jones can't throw the ball to himself. You know what I mean? So all of that will come into factor. Not only that, I would think about De'Ami Brown, Terry McLaurin, Curtis Samuel. Like that's enough right there. You know what I mean? That's enough. You don't want to put too many good players on the same team. It's not enough balls to go around. You get what I'm saying? They might clash. Sometimes you only need 1 or 2 superstars, right? Or really, really good players, and the other guys are just glue guys that keep the team together, role players. You get what I'm saying? So I would say no.
Oh, wow. And I think I can't get mad at either answer, honestly. That's how I feel. I think it would make this team better. But if you say no, I get it. De'Ami Brown sounds like he's going to be the next Terry, almost like a Terry McLaurin. So it would stunt his growth. What do you think about that, Oscar?
I'm gonna piggyback about what you both said. I would love to have him, but then you got to think about the younger guys. You just paid a good amount for Curtis Samuel. You already have Terry McLaurin, who is a younger number 1. Julio Jones is like what 32, 33 years old. So to having 2 number 1s with already a proven number 1 in Terry McLaurin, and you have younger guys on the roster, so it's a pipe dream. It would be a superstar team, but I think Washington is good with the way they are, especially with an up and coming superstar talent at the wide receiver position.
Right, we got some young guys. We don't, we're trying to pay our young guys. Terry McLaurin, his contract's going to be over in a couple of years. We got to pay him. We got to pay John Allen. We got to pay Deron Payne. Next thing you know, we're going to have to pay Montez Sweat and Chase Young. So it would be a tough financial move. How about you, DC baby?
I'm on the fence. I'm on the fence with it. I mean, it doesn't matter, but just using my imagination, the experience of a guy that can run a 4.3 with other guys that run a 4.3, could you imagine a Tesla, a Hellcat, a Ferrari, a Corvette, all on the field at the same time? Man,
It's a midlife crisis.
where the Vaseline at? You understand? Like, in my mind, because it's fucked up, but in my mind, you get all that speed on the field, somebody is running free. I mean, like Harriet Tubman going to free the slaves, man. I'm talking about house calls. With that defense, if you're trying to play from behind, you think you're gonna throw the ball, or you just gave us another chance to score on you again? Now, I heard if he was to go to a team, he's willing to restructure his contract. That would be great. I get it. I'm with Corey. 2/3. That's about it. I'm not giving up no second. I'm not giving up no first. I'm not giving up no player unless they want Troy Apke. That's but what I'm saying is, man, I had to just get myself together because I've never seen all that speed on the field at one time. Can you imagine? They go full wide receiver spread. Terry, Curtis, Yami, and Julio. Who is gonna stop the baby from crying? My God, man. Look, man, you talking about busting, man. Shit, they're gonna call us the murder capital because we gonna kill everybody that comes to the house. Woo! Man, I'm gonna leave it alone, brother. Like I said, it's whatever with me. He got on that team. You can rest assured he ain't even got to play no road games. He can just play all home games so that we can assure him that he's going to stay healthy. Play all home games. So when the playoffs come, Tampa Bay, you want that work, we got it for you. You want that smoke, we got it for you. You want to laugh, we're going to turn it into a fucking frown.
How about you, Warpath?
Oh, you really gonna do that to me? I'm supposed to follow that up? I'm supposed to follow How am I supposed to follow that up, man? Like, I said, the only thing I can say to what Bay said is like the only thing is we got old like flood cars from Hurricane Katrina that are throwing to these Teslas and Hellcats and everything. We got that old greasy 2002 what was the Geo Tracker? We got the Geo Tracker throwing to them. We got the old Chevy Cavalier throwing to them, and that's about it. So I can't. I agree with Bay. That's all I'm gonna say. I can't. That I felt like Marion Barry right there. I got set up.
So you're all in for Julio.
I disagree with Bay. I disagree with Bay and whatever he's saying. That's all. I'm not going to follow that up. I refuse to.
All right, so the producers are telling us we got to hang it up in a couple minutes, but I do want to end. So Bryce Newman said, let's talk about record predictions here. So we're facing a hard out, but so the schedule I personally like, and the schedule is hard, but it's a tough schedule, but I personally like the schedule. I personally like the last 5 games of the year being NFC East teams because that's the easiest part of the schedule. The Cowboys, they struggle in December. They struggle when it gets cold outside. The Eagles will probably be in tank season by that time. They got 3 first-round picks. They're going to be smart again, and they're just going to tank. I think Flacco might be the starter by that time. We'll see. And then the Giants, I think we'll be battling with the Giants for the most part. So personally, I like that we have the last 5 games. That's the easiest part of the schedule. And if we make it through that part, that's where we're going to make the playoffs. We just got to get through that tough part. A lot of people can't stand that last 5 games, the round-robin tournament. But personally, I love it. I'm excited for that to happen like that. But first, I just want to go through these games. We'll just go through game one by one, and I just want to hear win-loss from you guys. You guys don't have to go through a whole spiel, but just we'll go win-loss, whatever you think. Of course, the first game of the season is Chargers And Kenny, I'll let you go first quickly. What do you think? Whether you think it's a win or a loss? Or how do you feel about the game?
Win.
Win. How about you, OG? How about you, Warpath?
W.
How about you, Oscar?
Loss.
Loss. Okay. I got a dub. Why do you think it's a loss, Oscar? Just real quick.
Justin Herbert.
Herbert. Okay. No, that's a good. That's going to be a hard game. It is.
Yeah.
It's not as easy as people think. It's going to be because Justin Herbert is good. I'm not going to lie. They got Austin Eckler, Keenan Allen. Giants at home, Thursday night football, nationally televised game. We finally got some primetime games. Last year we had 0 except for Thanksgiving. So this is Thursday night. We owe Danny Fumbles a couple of losses. Kenny, I'll let you go first.
Win.
Win. Okay, OG got a dub. How about you, Warpath?
We're beating them.
Okay. How about you, Oscar?
Win.
Win. Okay, so we're 1-1 with Oscar. We're undefeated with everybody else. I got us winning the first 2 games as well. Buffalo. How about you, Kenny?
L.
Okay, first loss. S up Buffalo. OG. Warpath.
SNL.
How about you, Oscar?
L.
Oh, okay. Falcons at home at Atlanta, 1:00 on Fox.
Win.
Okay,
Win,
3-1.
win.
How about you, Oscar?
Loss.
Loss. Oh, dang. So we're 1-3. 1-3. Everybody else, we're 3-1. I have us losing to Buffalo as well. Actually, I have us losing to Atlanta, so we're 2. By my book, I have us 2-2. Saints at home 1:00. How about you, Kenny? Start it all.
No Drew Brees. Win.
Okay. Warpath.
I think this one is going to be the one that catches up because we always lose to somebody who we shouldn't lose to.
That's true, too. How about you, Oscar?
Win.
Win. Okay, so 2-3. I got us beating the Saints, so we're 3-2. Kenny, which you have us over 3-2 right now, or 4-1?
Yeah, 3-2. Buffalo.
3-2. And then OG, what you got us at right now?
4-1.
Okay. Chiefs at home.
Loss.
Okay. OG. Okay, Warpath loss.
A W. They thought we couldn't beat Pittsburgh. Taking the W, baby. Taking the W. Coming to nation's capital.
What you got over there? What's in that cup?
How about you, Oscar?
Loss.
You said loss? Okay, I got a loss too.
Yeah, loss.
I think I'm at 3-3. I'm at 3-3 right now. Okay, Green Bay. We don't know who the quarterback's going to be. It could be Jordan Love. It could be Blake Bortles. We don't know. It could be Aaron Rodgers. How about you, Kenny?
If it's Rodgers, loss.
Okay.
You can forget Rodgers not playing, man. That man said he ain't showing up. This a W for us, 6-1, sir.
Okay, I like it. How about you, Warpath?
I think we're going to win in Lambeau for the first time since Bay had a jerry curl.
God damn.
How about you, Oscar?
Win. We can beat Aaron Rodgers.
I think so too. We beat him in the past with Kirk Cousins somehow, some way. He beat him. Alex Smith beat Aaron Rodgers too. So we've been beating Aaron Rodgers recently. Okay, at Denver.
Win.
Okay.
W.
Good
W.
cushion W's.
How about you, Oscar?
Who are we playing? I couldn't hear.
At the Broncos, 4:25 p.m. on Fox.
Win.
Okay. All right. Tampa Bay at home.
Damn.
Win.
Hail to the W. Yep.
Win.
About time.
I got us losing that one too. Okay. At the Panthers, Ron Rivera revenge game.
Win too, baby.
Win.
How about you, Oscar?
Loss.
Oh, the Russian judge.
I've been replaced, thank God.
Okay, so I got us winning that one too. I don't think Ron Rivera's gonna let us lose that game. We should have won that game last year if it wasn't for some interceptions last year.
Strip Club Simba.
Yeah. All right, Seattle at home, Monday Night Football.
W, baby.
Win.
Loss.
How about you, Oscar?
Win.
Okay. That's a big Oscar. I got us winning that one too. I do too. Okay, how about the Raiders at Las Vegas at 405?
We're gonna smash them people.
Win.
How about you, Oscar?
Win.
I actually got us losing to the Raiders. Okay, how about Cowboys at home at 1 o'clock?
We bust their ass.
W.
We're gonna blow their ass out. We're gonna blow them out. Blow out.
You, Oscar?
No. WW.
Win.
I got us winning that one too. Philly at Philly.
L.
Win.
Lost.
How about you, Oscar?
I say lost.
Lost. Okay, I got us beating Philly. I got us beating Philly twice this year. Okay, Dallas at Dallas.
W.
A blowout again.
They're gonna have some type of excuse. They lost the mermaid in the bubble or something like that.
Right.
I think that'd be an L.
All right, Philly and New York. What do you guys think about those games? Those are the last 2 games of the year.
We beat Philly, we lose to New York.
We're gonna lose to New York and beat Philly.
Yeah, split.
Mm-hmm.
So I think we all picked us to win to go to the playoffs. I think
Playoffs.
Yeah, playoffs. At least that last seed to make it. And I think
I have us at 7, 6 and 11, 7, 10.
You got us at 6 and 11. Okay, so
I hate to be in your courtroom. You handing out time, boy. That man handing out time. He's getting out time. This judge ain't right. Please, you got a cop. You got to take a cop. Don't go to trial.
I plead the fifth.
He's washing everybody up.
All right, so we're facing a hard out, but I appreciate you guys for coming on, man. Make sure you guys sub these guys up. Kenny, man, make sure you guys sub him up. He's got some good basketball content coming out, man. He be cooking them on the court, so make sure you guys sub. His link is down below. DC Bay. I got to put his Instagram down below. He's not. There's never a dull moment on this guy's Instagram. I'm telling you, he's got the jokes on that. And Warpath.
Huh? I don't know what y'all talking about.
Make sure you guys sub up Warpath. He is company. I mean, he's a great watcher. He gets all the good guests. Julie Donaldson. He might get Fred Smoot on there.
Don't do that. Why are you gonna do that to me like that, Ed? Why are you gonna do that to me? Y'all know y'all had to have translations on that because my country butt and his country butt, y'all wouldn't know what we're talking about. Boys from the South with an F.
And make sure you guys sub up Oscar. His link is down below as well. Great Washington football content creator, man. Does all sports. He does basketball, soccer, all sports. Make sure you guys sub him up. So, all right, you guys, we're going to sign out, man. Hail to the football team. Go Wizards, man. Make sure you guys. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. All right, y'all. Peace.